Frankfurt really surprised us. We got to try out food from all over the world in this fascinating city. So, which places were our favorites? Let's find out. First up is Vedang plant burgers. The burger was great. The patty was somewhere between a beyond and an impossible. I really liked it. The balance of veggies and sauce, the structure of the burger, the bacon, the mouthfeel, all these elements were rock solid. The cheesy fries were delicious. The cheese sauce was one of the best we've had on our travels, and they topped it with some green onions. The staff was very friendly, and we enjoyed this simple, quick service mall meal more than many of our fancier meals in Paris before this. For dinner, we made our way to Ong Tao Vegan. We loved the food in Vietnam, and a chance to eat at a Vietnamese joint was just too tempting. And like so many of the vegan joints we visited in Germany, this place had a crazy buzz of excitement. The dumpling soup was on point. It was a cold day and the warm broth really hit the spot. The spring rolls and wontons were hot and crispy and came with really good dipping sauces. Vietnamese spring rolls are just the best. The curry was perfectly seasoned. The spices were plentiful but in total harmony. We loved it. We really enjoyed this warm and nourishing meal. Life Deli is the deli at the Jewish Museum of Frankfurt. This space is so calm and so beautiful. We both work as architects and we really admire the volume of this space. We got the omelette with Beyond Meat, mushrooms and onions. It was an Indian-style chickpea omelette and the fillings were tasty, but the omelette itself was under-seasoned. The plate of accompaniments was the real star of the show. The cream cheese, the hummus, the garlic sauce, all so good. The yogurt with granola was great and the poached apples had a cinnamon and ginger spice. The waffle with ice cream looked amazing, but it was not great. The waffle was quite dense and it was topped with just sugar and ice cream. Some syrup or more fruits would have been perfect. Overall, we had a great breakfast in this beautiful space. It's strange, but one of our favorite aspects of visiting a German city is the grocery stores. They're loaded with vegan goodies of all sorts. This time we raided the chocolate aisles. And just look at our collection. We did end up gifting most of this to friends and family, but what can we say? Chocolate makes us happy. We got lazy and ordered lunch from Dominion. We got the shawarma plate and it was delicious. Travel can be quite stressful and this was a nice chilled out meal which we enjoyed with some Netflix. Just as Vidhi mentioned that we hadn't had any ice cream on this trip, we crossed Lolli Ice Cream. The guy at the counter was super nice. The two of us get quite anxious before placing an order because we have an unlimited number of things we want to try, but a limited stomach capacity. So getting the order right is very important. Sensing the anxiety, he insisted that we taste each and every vegan flavor. What a guy. We settled on the mango one. It wasn't intensely sweet or tart like the others. It was really well balanced. Thank you, friendly guy. Next up is Vegan Land. This was an unplanned pit stop, but the bright signage caught our eye and we had to check it out. We got the lamajun with salad. The bread was the star of the show. It had a soft bread-like bite but a crisp charred outside. The salad was good and the sauces were great. The team there was super friendly and even made sure we got some nice videos of the process. The pizza place nearby was closed, so we walked a couple of blocks to Berger street food, which doesn't offer burgers or street food. What they do offer is sushi, and very good sushi while they're at it. The smoked cherry one was an Italian-inspired sushi. This pizza sushi thingamajig was exceptional. The feta, the pesto, the smoked cherry tomatoes. It was a classic mix of tastes, but experienced differently. The fried mushroom one was even better. The sticky minced mushroom on top, the fried mushroom in the center, the avocado with some vegan kikkoman soy sauce and wasabi. So good. We really enjoyed this meal. We had loved Chipotle when we had visited America, so we were quite excited to take away a rice bowl for our train journey. But this was a huge disappointment. The tofu was blended into the sauce, the beans lacked flavor, and there was an insane charge for the unseasoned guacamole. A huge thumbs down for this one. We also got a McPlant at the Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof. This was a good, solid burger. There seems to be a strong global influence on the food in Frankfurt. We got to try out food from Vietnam, Japan, Turkey, the Middle East, America, and Mexico. We loved our meals here. And we also loved our haul of chocolates, most of which we definitely gifted. So, if you're planning a trip to Frankfurt, it's time to get very excited. We plan to make a couple of these videos every month. So if you enjoyed this one, please consider subscribing.